The fact that our old friend no longer takes his time is the one frustrating aspect of nu-Dexter's smoldering energy. There isn't a lot of careful preparation in this season because it feels like it has several final bosses that lead up to a showdown with either Uma Thurman's Charley or Peter Dinklage's Leon Prater. Even Dexter's plan to frame Mia for Ryan Foster's killing and arrange for her to be arrested came together quickly. Dexter was given a great opportunity last week when Gareth-A followed him home and challenged him, causing half of the Gemini Killer to die. However, Dexter couldn't precisely murder another member of Prater's circle of serial killers without drawing suspicion because Lowell was missing, and Mia was dead after Charley had her hauled out of prison. He decided to take a more straightforward method and kill Gareth-B during the day. This week, Dexter, Gareth, and Al get together at one of Prater's expansive estates for a show and tell and canapés. Al posts a GoPro video that shows him killing a woman while she was jogging and chopping off her ponytail while wearing a helmet, safety first. In his own presentation, Dexter chooses truth, or at least a version of it. In his perceptive speech, he describes the dark passenger as his own self, while red is the mask he dons both before and after killing, an identity that aids in his social integration. Naturally, Dexter, a psychopath who merely acts as though he cares about other people, is the source of this. Prater is impressed by the speech and takes Dexter aside to discuss the causes of his own fascination with serial killers. Young Prater was left in the back seat to see his parents' deaths after a guy purposefully smashed their vehicle. He simply talked about the excitement of being in charge when Prater eventually saw his parents' killer in prison. He showed no remorse. That resonated with Prater, who became aware that he was more like the murderer than his own parents. The success of his honesty with Prater gives Dexter the confidence to take the same approach with Gareth-B. He confesses to killing his brother and admits that he is aware of Gareth's secret, that he is a twin. On Prater's estate lawn, Dexter is attacked by an enraged Gareth-B, and in what appears to be self-defense, he thrusts a piece of shattered glass into his neck in front of Prater, Al, and Charley. Dexter swiftly portrays it as a lunatic's unprovoked attack. Who is going to question him, really? All of them are serial killers. Detective Wallace, on the other hand, is becoming less convinced of Batista's beliefs regarding Dexter and is on the verge of attributing Ryan's death to Lady Vengeance. This is because Mia's fingerprints were not found on Ryan's watch. Unable to let go, Batista eventually takes the action he ought to have taken weeks earlier. He calls the DMV to locate Dexter's address in New York. He goes to Blessing's place and waits for Dexter. Dexter, on the other hand, is busy meeting up with Harrison, who has made the decision to go to college and live like a typical adolescent. Dexter goes on the campus tour with Harrison, where he gets along well with the tour guide, a sophomore with an arm injury that is mysterious and will probably recur. They attend a lecture on the New York Ripper that Detective Wallace gives, and Harrison tells her that he wants to be a police officer, which Dexter finds amusing. Dexter also takes use of the opportunity to tease Wallace about Batista, implying that he has changed since discovering that his former partner Dokes was the Bay Harbor butcher and that his wife, Maria, was killed while performing her duties. The inference is that Batista has poor judgment. At last, Dexter comes home to find Batista waiting upstairs. Batista confronts him once more about being the Bay Harbor butcher when Dexter offers to give him a ride. Dexter cautions that Batista's situation would not be favorable if he were. Batista declares that he will take a chance. Batista leaves his AirPods in Dexter's car with their GPS tracking still on before Dexter dumps him off on a bridge. Let's hope he takes the time to properly plan that one. With 3 episodes left, there are still a lot of unresolved issues. It's difficult to imagine this ending without either Batista or Dexter dying, and considering the title of the show, the odds are against Batista.